Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a truly fascinating conversation with Acharya Lav Bhushan that's going to completely flip the script on everything we thought we knew about astrology, karma, and wealth. Honestly, if you've been diligently practicing all those popular wealth remedies out there with absolutely zero results, you're going to want to stick around because we are about to have a major perspective shift.
It's a pretty provocative question right out of the gate, isn't it? What if your wealth remedies are actually keeping you poor? Well, according to the source material, countless people fail to attract financial abundance simply because they're focusing on the totally wrong astrological houses, they're praying to the wrong deities, and they are completely botching their donations. Section 1. The True House of Wealth.
For ages, we've all obsessed over the second house, right? The traditional house of wealth. But here's the massive distinction we need to make. The second house only dictates if money stays with you. It's actually the sixth house that represents your income. Now, if you know your astrology, that sounds wild, because the sixth house is famously feared as the house of debt, disease, and enemies. But as it turns out, it's actually the engine for extracting money from others and generating that initial cash flow. Basically, if your sixth house is weak, you literally won't have the income to save in the second house to begin with.
And this completely redefines wealth itself. The name of the wealth goddess, Lakshmi, fundamentally derives from the word lakshya, which means goal. So true wealth isn't just a pile of stagnant cash sitting in a vault somewhere. It's the active, continuous pursuit of your goals. Without a goal, you aren't truly inviting her energy into your life.
Section 2. Deities of Income and Savings.
So here's a crucial question for you. Who are you praying to and why? Worshipping Lord Kuber to get rich is actually a fundamental mistake. Kuber is a protector. He's the guard of the cosmic vault. He stops money from leaving, sure, but he doesn't bring it in. For active income and the intelligence to acquire wealth, you need Ganesha and Lakshmi. Ganesha represents the intelligence of the sixth house, and Lakshmi represents the wealth of the second. You really only call on Kuber once you already have the wealth to protect.
To really grasp this dynamic, let's look at the incredible lore of Tirupati Balaji. The story goes that Lord Vishnu wanted to throw the absolute grandest wedding in the universe. So he took out a massive cosmic loan from Kuber. And this debt is so vast that devotees who visit Tirupati Balaji donate a small portion of their income to help Vishnu repay it. Astrologically speaking, by actively helping the deity repay his loan, devotees generate the exact karma needed to stay entirely debt-free in their own lives. It's a fascinating cycle.
Moving on to Section 3. The Science of Donations.
One of the absolute most powerful remedies discussed for this is Tula Dan. Tula literally means a weighing scale, which is linked to Libra, the sign governing relationships and blockages. It's this highly structured, precise formula designed to shatter financial blockages. Here's how it works. First, you identify the planet in your seventh house. Second, find its corresponding grain, like say, wheat for the sun or sweet rice for the moon. Third, weigh yourself. And finally, once a year, on your birthday, you donate your exact equivalent body weight in that specific grain. Talk about a customized remedy, right?
Now here is where so many people accidentally invite negative karma without even realizing it. If you want the good karma of feeding an animal, you have to provide their very first meal of the day. That means you need to be out there at 6 a.m. Furthermore, never feed raw grains to birds. It actually causes them severe physical distress and can even cause miscarriages. Bird food must always be soaked or cooked. Similarly, feeding raw potatoes or raw masoor dal to cows, it causes them severe acidity. So your intended good deed could literally be causing physical harm, dragging down your own astrology in the process.
These spiritual mechanics even apply to the products you use in your home and your rituals. Desi or native cow products, specifically their yellow milk and ghee, are considered highly sattvic, pure and immune-boosting. Buffalo products, on the other hand, are tamasic. Buffaloes are viewed as somewhat lethargic animals, right? So burning their ghee in your prayers invites laziness, dulls the mind, and mimics the exact type of energy used in black magic rituals. Using the wrong ghee can quite literally block your progress.
Section 4. Fixing your home's Vastu.
When it comes to your physical space, south and west are your primary wealth directions. If your projects or deals always seem to magically fail at the very last minute, you need to check your home's southwest corner. This zone demands ultimate stability. You should have zero moving objects here. No fountains, no fans, absolutely no pictures of flying birds. You want to ground your wealth with heavy, stable mountain imagery instead. Conversely, a defective northwest direction, that'll trap your money and completely halt your momentum.
And this part completely debunks a massive Vastu fear-mongering tactic.
A lot of people are absolutely terrified that a northeast bathroom will cause absolute devastation or even cancer. But the explainer clarifies that this rule primarily applies to homes with a septic tank buried directly in the earth beneath that corner. In a modern apartment building where waste is instantly flushed away through external plumbing, a northeast toilet is merely a minor defect. It is definitely not the catastrophic flaw many claim it to be.
Section 5. Misunderstood planets and colors.
You know, we've really been conditioned to fear Saturn, or Shani, viewing it as this dark, purely negative force. But in reality, Saturn is the god of karma, represented by pure white, and it directly rewards hard work. Then there's the moon, often viewed as pure white, but it's actually colorless. Like water, it absorbs its surroundings and is linked to illusions, jealousy, and the evil eye. And Mars, despite its auspicious-sounding name in some contexts, it's actually the planet responsible for the most sudden turmoil, accidents, and trouble in one's life. It's totally backwards from what a lot of people think.
Let's re-examine Saturn for a second because its image desperately needs some rehabilitation. Far from being a curse, Saturn governs disciplined action. It's associated with pure white and shiny, time-intensive treasures, like diamonds. If Saturn is in your first house, it doesn't doom you at all. It turns you into a highly strategic, calculating wealth manager. It's also highly compatible with Venus, the planet of wealth. The bottom line here, Saturn rewards direct, disciplined action with real financial success.
Section 6. Karma over astrological remedies.
Here's a quote that hits the nail on the head. If remedies made you rich, every astrologer would be a millionaire. I mean, that is the ultimate reality check, isn't it? No amount of chanting, hyper-specific donations, or rearranging your living room is going to generate wealth if you avoid the actual hard work in the real world. Astrology isn't a magic wand, it's a diagnostic tool meant to clear the path for your own real-world efforts.
So what does this all mean? What's the real takeaway here? Well, esoteric astrological frameworks are absolutely incredible for organizing our mindset and clearing perceived blockages. But personal effort and real-world karma, those remain the true engines of wealth. The stars might light the way, but you still have to put on your shoes and walk the path. So, will you rely solely on the stars to fix your finances, or will you use them as a map to guide your own hard work? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I'll catch you in the next one.